Namaste and welcome to Forest Yogin Talks. Today we're going to talk a little bit about obstacles and the three types of obstacles. This is the essential elemental aspect of the three types of obstacles. So I'll bring again my diagram here. Sometimes the visual helps a little, I find, particularly for us here in the West. So you see, this is you. And so an outer obstacle is if you're being pressed externally. It's pretty self-explanatory, that one. You can take a million manifestations. Inner obstacle is the subtle body. That's why we practice physical yoga and pranayama breathing techniques to remove the subtle body blockages. If you fell from a tree when you were a child, you have an irrational fear of heights, that's a blockage in your subtle body. It's the hard drive, the memory of karma. And that's a whole discussion in itself. It's also the bridge from the physical to the mind's nature. Here is a hidden or secret obstacle. So if we have a view of something and it's not how it actually is, then that's a hidden. So if you see someone on the street asking you for money and you view them as separate from you, then that's a false view. That's not how it actually is. At the primary nature, that person asking you for money is inseparable from you. So, if you have a view that's not in accordance with how it is, that causes suffering to that person. It gets even trickier. If someone is oppressing you externally, and you view it as your own fault, then it becomes this. It becomes hidden. Now, that's a tricky one. And so hidden is the most amount of obstacles in the West are hidden. And self-judgment is like a tree falling down in front of you on the path as an obstacle. So, again, the trickiest one, just to go over one more time, is if someone's oppressing you, it's an outer on a surface, and you blame yourself when it's not appropriate, which is most times, which is all the time, then it becomes secret. And cumulatively, secret is the most amount of obstacles that we can experience as yoginis and yogins. That is the most. So, just understanding the nature helps us, because sometimes, different times of the year, there are oppressing spirits, there are oppressing obstacles. In the fall and in the heat of the winter, the Tibetans wouldn't travel this time because there are too many obstructing spirits. They come and go with the energies of the seasons too, but there are times when they're external coming onto us, and it's community-wide, it's geographical, it's country, it's regional. But a lot of times we blame ourselves. So a lot of times we're having a lot of difficulty, let's say at the end of the summer, when there's really been hot for a long time and everybody's cranky. And we're a little cranky. But then we find difficulty, and it actually makes it bigger than it is. We change it to be a hidden obstacle, and it becomes exponentially larger than it is. It's there. We go around, and it's like a zoo, like we're traveling through the community, and it's like a circus. People are almost hitting you and cursing at you for no reason. But you just go back to the breath, draw the shoulders down the back, and realize that these are external obstructing spirits, and that it's not you. You've eliminated 90% of the difficulty. 90% of the difficulty, and that's how we move down the path of yoga and dharma. Is we can see these things with precision and gain a command of it. But as humans, we still can get a little waylaid or kicked in the ditch every now and then. But we sit up in the ditch and we say, "Oh, wait a minute, that's an external obstructing spirit. I didn't really do anything to cause that, and it's there, and it needs to be worked with. It's not there." But I just got lighter, and now my prana and my dignity came up, and I can exert myself on the path of yoga and dharma even more, and help others. And by learning this, I can help guide others. So again, the types of obstructing spirits are outer, which is oppressed externally; inner, which is the subtle body, 80,000. 72,000 energy channels, 3 come up the center, they meet here, we remove those blockages. And that's what on the path of yoga and dharma, the guru, the teacher, the sage, the savior, the Buddha, they're guiding you to see it yourself. They don't want you to trust them the rest of your life. and hidden or secret. And that means it's a view that we have that's not in accordance with how it actually is. As we move down the path of yoga and Dharma, our perceptions become pure. And they're impure in the beginning. So we see something, oh, he's separate from me, I'm going to push that guy away. I'm going to push the thought of his experience away. Meanwhile, it is part of your experience, so it's causing you suffering, and it's making you experience it more. And it's making it exponentially larger than it is. All right, I hope this helps you on the path of yoga and Dharma. This is just a basic explanation. It requires coaching by someone on the path ahead of you. Namaste.